today. We're trying to get our tempo going. That's one thing with the day off. We can kind of ramp it back up a little bit today. Defensively, just another chance to put in a couple things, tighten up some coverages, and then, try to do a little bit of situation stuff at the end just to start sprinkling it in because we play in 40 hours, not or a little bit more. So trying to look a little cohesive while we're playing a live game. Is that a bird? Am I hearing things?
With Cunane's presence on the floor today, what did that add in the depth in terms of what you're going to have accessible to in the first preseason game?
I mean, the most immediate thing I think Steph would say is some subs for the bigs. Some subs for the bigs, not having to do every rep. But she's in game playing mode. She was just playing in the finals. She looks in rhythm. And it's good to have her here. She's picked up stuff quickly. She was able to watch the other day. We just want her to come be herself. She doesn't have to change anything radically. She can shoot the ball a little bit. She can post up. And she's got good size. So we're just going to throw her right in and see how she does.
Well, you we're what, 5 practices in? Official practices?
4.
Just how's the progress of all of it? Learning the systems, learning teammates, getting comfortable, all that kind of stuff. Just as to newcomers, how's the process coming along for you?
I think good. I think I've been here for a few months now. And I've gotten the chance to play more with Sykes and Shatori. So I think it's grown a lot. I think our reads off of pick and rolls defensively. I know we were making a lot of mistakes in the beginning, so we've gotten a lot better at just reading each other and learning what weaknesses and strengths each other has. So I think it's good. I mean, it hasn't been a lot of days, especially for someone like Carly who just got here too. But everyone, I think we've all done a really good job of just over communicating, so that we can learn each other as quickly as possible.
My throat is so dry, but no, I think the biggest thing is just learning each other as players. Like we've played against each other, or with each other, but we all know how to play basketball. It's just playing together. So it's just learning, and every day, every possession, like Steph said, we talk about it like, oh damn, I thought you were gonna roll here or whatever the case is. And it's just every play we're learning, just getting that rhythm together.
Went over the reset for both the players and for you in particular, coach. How much do you have to drill it in them so that when it comes time to actually make that time out, they actually do it? And for you all, how difficult is it to remember any new rule, I guess, specifically this one?
I actually don't know. Has it been announced publicly yet that we're putting it in?
This was the first time I've heard
Okay,
it.
so I won't say too much. I don't think it's, you guys saw us working on it, so it's not like it's a secret. We're anticipating that rule goes in, along with a few tweaks to the timeout format. So, it's why we're doing it now early in camp. I don't think it's going to be something, honestly, just trying to explain and put it in context. But we have like a, 2-page list of all the scenario stuff we need to go through. And you don't want to save it for May 13th and then try to play opening night. So a couple things each day. Tried to sprinkle it in while we were playing live today. And then, on some days where we're not going as live, we can maybe do some more of that, situational stuff. Or even just talking about it in meetings and stuff like that.
With regards to communication.
Can they answer that part of the question? Sorry.
Oh, I don't think, I think we're
No,
good.
you guys are good? All right.
Yeah,
moving on.
Go for it.
You're good, Chris.
With the communication piece, and you guys are talking about that, the zig and the zag and just trying to get in rhythm with one another. But with Ariel Atkins, have you seen a change in her vocality in the last couple of days in terms of her asserting herself a little bit more in that regard?
I think it's definitely something that she is being purposeful about. When she's somebody who not going to waste a lot of words. I would like us all not to waste a lot of words, get right to the point. And so when she has something to say, I think everybody listens and respects what she has to say because they know it's important, and it's very rarely about her and how somebody could have done something better for her. It's about what's best for the team. So, long may it continue.
Just a quickie, since again, 4 days in, anyone or several players catching your eye in particular, having a strong
Not a
start.
single one, especially not anybody at this table.
I was gonna say, like,
I was like, this is a weird thing to ask.
how do
without
you,
sitting right there,
how
but
do you
here we
do
go.
this,
Well,
Eric?
I'll talk about these two then. I think it's I think it helps, like, these are, two of our major new additions, and they both have basketball brains, and they've played a lot of basketball at a high level, and that goes a long way when you add that into your group, especially when you're kind of have a bit of a fresh start. It's really helped. Steph's feel for the game, you could tell coming out of, I don't know, probably out of 8th grade, that's how she was going to be. Certainly we knew coming out of college that's how she was going to be. And then, I mean, Carly, I'm sure we can tell you about her journey, but when you play on hardships in 7 days and you play overseas, and you're just constantly having to adapt and adjust and learn and fit in. And then, we talked about just coming in and putting your own stamp on our team. And so I think they both have done that.
Good answer.
Who's impressed you?
Oh, us? You want us to?
Sure.
You just
I'm
added
just making
questions.
one
So Eric's
Who's impressed you? I was not going to play favorites. I was very complimentary of you, Steph.
I know you were. Eric's impressed me a lot.
It's my daily life. Not just the life I chose.
Are we actually answering that?
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on.
I would literally just echo about Ariel. I've like kind of admired
Oh.
her from afar. I've never played with her. I played against her in college, and it was no surprise to me that she's had the career that she's had. And now to get to be her teammate, yeah, it's really, really cool. She's powerful with the words that she says as a leader.
I talk to Kareem every day. They don't really want to hear from me. They want to hear from me.
Yeah, you'll get used to it.
We'll go to Zoom now. Jen.
Hey, everybody. Eric, if I can start with you, at Media Day, Maisha and Julie both told us how Maisha kind of spilled the beans about Julie being offered her camp contract, told her early. Just can you walk us through kind of the process for you of scouting her and ultimately being able to offer her that contract?
I think Maisha didn't spill the beans, for the record. It wasn't her fault. I think there was something lost in translation where Julie was hoping we were offering a contract, but we actually already had offered the contract. I think she was so like anxious about the opportunity, and then Maisha kind of was like, no, you're coming to camp. Which was good. It was right before we got there to go visit with Julie and Maisha. We've seen Julie play a long time. She had a bunch of good years in France. Obviously, the Belgian team has been on our radar for a long time. And quite frankly, I wouldn't have guessed maybe 5 or 6 years ago that she was going to turn out to be this level of player. She really kept getting better, which is something that's, hugely appealing to us. She made herself into more of a true point guard. I love that she tries stuff, especially in practice. And she just has a joy for the game when she practices and plays that I think is contagious for our team. So we definitely believe she's a WNBA player, and that's why we brought her.
Was there like a tipping point for you where your assessment kind of changed?
I don't know if there's one moment. I mean, the Belgian team has just gotten so good, as I've kind of spoken about with different people, that when you see them play together, you're like, oh, these are like serious level players. And so I don't know, just gradually along the way, it just became more obvious.
One more for you on Julie and Carly and Steph, if you want to weigh in here, feel free. Just curious, what you've seen from her in camp, and is that overseas chemistry with Maisha that Maisha was kind of bragging about a little bit on Media Day? Is that showing up?
Yeah, I think so. I think if I was a big, I think I'd like to play with her. You got to have your head on a swivel because that ball's coming. So just, them getting on the same page with when she likes to throw passes and how she likes to deliver it. But I think it's for point guards, and maybe these two would disagree, but I think it's the hardest adjustment for point guards coming into this league. There's more size, there's more quickness. The passing windows close really quickly. So she's just going through that adjustment of when to shoot, when to throw it, when to keep it, and just wait for, and play the next thing. So she's smart. She's played a lot of basketball, so she'll adjust quickly.
She brings great energy every day. She's hilarious.
She is fun.
Carly, have you talked to her at all about, like her path is obviously different from yours, but a similarly, kind of what's delayed is not denied type of theme to your careers in the W?
For sure. Julie and I were joking because we feel like we've been friends for years, but that's just been on social media, like here and there. We've never actually met. So we felt like we already knew each other when she got here. Or I guess when I got here, because I got here later. But no, it's similar journeys. And yeah, she put her jersey on for media day, and she was like, just like a dream of hers, and it's cool, and it's for sure. I call her the veteran rookie because that's what she is.
Awesome. Thank you.
That's all the time we have. Thank you.
Julie, Julie's
All
the
right.
second, Julie's the